Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to your brand new video over on PrizePicks. Today, I got 4 plays for you in the NBA and in esports. We're going to get into it. First up, do me a huge favor, drop a like on this one. Takes you 2 seconds, completely free. Go ahead and drop that like button. Now let's talk about the recap. This is one thing you will see me doing that you will never see anybody else doing on the internet. We profited 2.75 units, and it could have been way more, guys. I am 100% transparent when it comes to this stuff. We sent out 11 plays, and 2 of them cashed. One was a 5x cash, one was a 8.75x cash. You add those together, that means you got 13.75x. And if you get 13.75 of winnings and 11 units of spendings, that's 2.75 units of profit. It's really that easy to calculate your profits and losses, but people online don't like to show you that stuff because they're in the red. Now, let's talk about what happened here, what happened good. We got 2 CS2 plays. It's another more esports plays. Esports plays, Albert gets us paid on PrizePicks. This is an 8.75x using correlation. 2 guys on the under together, 2 guys on the over together. It could have been a huge day, guys. It could have been a huge day because this one right here, if we get one more kill, we're talking about probably like a 10 unit day instead of just a 3 unit day. But it is what it is, guys. And don't think that was the only close loss. This Avez guy needed 2 more kills for us to get to another 4-man cash. And then this Yon guy needed 1 less kill to get us to a 5x cash and 2 less kills to get us to a 10x cash. So it would have been an insane day if we could just get a couple more things to go our way. We were getting ridiculously unlucky and we're still profiting. Like, that's insane. And we hit this one. This was another one. I mean, Alex Scott just didn't end up playing, but if he does play, I feel like he probably goes over because his teammate here went on the over. This one ended up paying out 5x, and at least we ended up cashing that one. On the free picks, super unfortunate because Shea Alexander can't even hit his discount. He can't even 20 points in this one. And the 2 plays that I sent out for you guys were green and green. We did cash on the Spurs on the money line. That was another green that we hit for free, you guys. And then the YouTube slip didn't go well. De'Aaron Fox needed 1 more, and then the correlation went the opposite way that we needed. We needed the unders. They got the overs. Now, before I talk about, we actually have to talk about the picket too. We're up 36 units this week, just straight up 36 units casually. Nobody else on the internet is going to show you this screenshot. Ask them. Text any of your people who you talk about or see and get picks from. Text any of them. Just say, "Can you show me your picket?" And if they can't show you their picket, they are literally not profitable. And this is exactly what's happened this week. We profited 36 units, meaning that if you're just a $20 better, you're profiting over $750 in 1 week. That's ridiculous. But right now, I'm not even having you guys hop on the VIP. If you guys want to get on the VIP and get all my PrizePicks links, literally just sent straight to you. This is what makes me a lot of money on this stuff. This is what can make you guys money on this stuff too. Make sure you guys are on the winnable and join up on the VIP. If you guys hear this, just for you guys on YouTube, if you guys use promo code MAX, you can get this for half off. Just a little pro tip right there. Lock in right there on the VIP. And that's $73 for the month. And if you guys are a $10 better, you would have made over $370 this week, let alone the month, this week. That is how ridiculous this VIP is going to pay back for. It's probably the best investment you guys can make. But I've got one other thing I got to talk about because I'm launching something new and I need everybody to hear about this. If you have at least $500 in your PrizePicks account, $500 or more, I want to personally help you double that within the next 30 days. Straight up. It's that easy, and I'm not even charging for this stuff. People on the internet are going to charge you $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, high 4 figures even, to double your bankroll. If you guys have at least $500 in PrizePicks, DM me the word plan to this number right here. This is literally my phone number. Here it is. I'll just text you guys right back, and I'll get you guys in there because I want to help you double your PrizePicks balance in the next 30 days. I should have started with this, honestly. So if you got $500 or more, DM me the word plan. What this is going to look like is we're going to hop on a few calls. We're going to talk strategy. You're going to understand exactly the methods, the strategies, the math that you need to do in order, or you understand at least, in order to beat PrizePicks. And then you are going to double your balance in the next 30 days. This is what I personally believe is possible with these esports strategies. If you guys have at least $500 in PrizePicks, and you can move some funds around if you have it, in Underdog right now or in Sleep or in FanDuel or whatever. If you can get at least $500 in PrizePicks, DM me the word plan and we'll help you out. I want to make this clear. This is not a financial guarantee or anything of the sort. This is still sports betting. Anything could still happen. The bottom line is these strategies are ridiculously profitable right now, And I truly believe that anybody can understand this. They just need to talk to someone who's been doing it for quite a while. Like, esports is not super easy to understand, but once you do, you can make a lot of money from it. So if you guys have at least $500 in your PrizePicks account, DM me the word plan and we'll get going from there. Now, let's get into the NBA and esports picks for today. Oh, actually, first up, got to talk about the Discord. Join up in here. We had a bunch of plays locked in here. Sent out Spurs money line, that cash. Sent out these 3 plays. Both of these cash, which were the actual right plays. And the discount ended up missing. So it is what it is. Make sure you guys are in the Discord. It's like over 600 members in there and it's free. So if you guys don't have at least $500 in your PrizePicks account, or even if you do, join up on the Discord. It's a free community. We started like a month ago and we're doing well. Now, let's get into the esports plays for today. We got 2 esports plays and 2 NBA picks. Starting it off in the esports, go over to the Val tab. We're going to scroll down to the bottom. And right here, we're taking Shinden versus Crew Blaze. We like Vase on the under and we like NX1 on the unders here. So the reason we're taking these 2 guys, and you guys should listen up because you want to know exactly what you're betting on, right? This is a game called Valorant, and Valorant is very similar to Counterstrike in a lot of these other shooter games. And the way this works is it is the first team. This is just an example game, right? That happened literally just yesterday. It's the first team to get to 13 round wins the game. And that was 1 map win, and then they play 2 maps, if 3 if necessary, but all we care about is the first 2 maps, right? They play 2 maps, and the first team to get 13 round wins, boom, game ends, right? So what happens here? If it is a blowout, if it is an absolute belt to ass performance, like it was in this random game that I just pulled out from yesterday, this is a complete blowout, right? Ty Lue gets 13 and EDG only gets 2. So it's a complete blowout. They just won really fast. If this happens, not only are the guys in the losing team going to go on the under, the guys in the winning team are going to go on the under too. This is another blowout right here, 13-4. And if you guys combine these, that's 26 and that's 6. So it's literally 32 maps that they ended, or 32 rounds they end up playing. The bottom line is, if it's a blowout, and you know this happens when the odds are not close, one team is going to easily get a 13 round wins, and that means that there's not going to be much time in the game. If it's a very short game, there's not going to be many stats getting pulled up, right? Think about it like this. If the NBA was, say, a race to 50 points instead of, you know, whoever's winning at the end of 4 quarters. If it was a race to 50 points, right? What would happen yesterday? Well, yesterday the Spurs got to 50 points ridiculously fast, and the Thunder were actually quite far behind. I think they were in the 30s somewhere, right? Every single player, or nearly every single player, is going to hit their unders right there, right? For the whole game. If the game just ended once you get 50 points, nearly every single player, the guys in the Spurs and the guys in the Thunder, there's obviously, because there's not that much time. Even if you're on the winning team, you're likely still going to go on the under, because if there's not much time to, you're not going to hit your line, right? That's the easiest way I can explain it. And there obviously are, you know, some outliers, like Wemby, I think might have actually hit his line of 25 points within the first 50 points or whatever the heck. But this is exactly what I'm looking at right here. This is the example of that game, right? And over 2 maps 1+2, these were the kill totals, right? All of these guys went for 20 or less, meaning all 5 of the guys on the losing team hit the unders. All 5 of them hit the unders because they got blown out and it wasn't close and it was a very, very short game. And 4 out of 5 of these guys on the winning team went on the unders as well. Only this one guy named Splash had a very good game in both of them and was able to race up to 43 kills, even though it was a very quick game. So 9 out of 10 players in this, game went on the unders because it was a very, very quick one. And I can tell you guys, this goes both ways. This is another game, random one that I picked out from yesterday, where Jade Lions plays them very close, 13-11, and then they go even into double overtime here, 15, or single overtime here, 15-13. So it was super close. Both these teams were winning back and forth. They even went into overtime in map 2. And what does this mean? This means that if you look at all maps, right, all of these guys, or almost all of these guys, are hitting the overs. The lowest kill guy was 28 kills, and that is pretty high. I think maybe every single one of these guys hit the overs. I don't know what their exact lines were, but definitely this guy, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, at least 8 out of 10, probably 10 out of 10 of these guys hit on their overs because it was a super close game going back and forth. Now, why do we like both of these guys, Vase and NX1, on the unders? Well, we don't even have to guess, right? You might be thinking, well, maybe Bam's going to try to get me to guess which team is better. And if you don't know the teams, I'm going to be straight up. Sometimes I don't even know these teams. A lot of teams I do know, but sometimes I don't know these teams. And the easiest way we can go ahead and do this is go over to a site like ThunderPick or a site like Bovada and I think there are probably a few other ones, but Thunder Pick is my favorite for sure. And just look up this match. Crew Blaze or plus 530, shitting are minus 1250 to win. This is a clear and easy. This is like the Pelicans with their 3 best players injured, if you could even name what their 3 best players are. Sorry, Pelicans fans. Going up against the OKC Thunder with no injuries, right? The OKC Thunder are going to win that a ridiculous amount of times, and they're minus 1250 to win. So in this case, we like this one to be a very fast game, ending quickly, right? And that means we're taking these 2 guys, Vase and X1 on the unders. You could take these guys too, but personally, I've done some analysis. These 2 guys are, their lines are a little bit too high. So I like both of these guys on the under, Vase and NX1, if this is going to be exactly how it's projected, right? The reason we're doing this, let's just run back through one more time. We realize, okay, this is a huge discrepancy. One team is going to win, and they're projected to win by a ton. So if they're projected to win by a ton, they are way better than this other team. So it's not just going to be a win, it'll likely be a fast win. They'll likely win in a manner similar to this, 13-2, 13-4, and then just easily win, and then it'll be a short game. And if it's a short game, the guys in the losing team obviously going to go on the under. The guys in the winning team are obviously going to, or likely going to go on the under too. So I like Vase and NX1 on the unders there. If that was a little bit too tactical for you, or if someone that didn't make any sense, please don't click off this video. Drop a comment down below. I'm here to help you guys. I'm here to educate you guys. I'm not here to go on and click on the stats icon on PrizePicks and tell you guys there's green bars, so take the over. That's what that's probably what 99% of YouTubers do, and we're not like that here. I'm educating you guys about how to make money on PrizePicks, and that means sometimes learning things that you didn't know already. So that's what we're talking about right here on Valorant. Now let's get into the NBA picks tonight. I'm going to be straight up. I like these plays less than I like the Esports plays. Esports is 100% my favorite, but I do still have a couple of good leans here, so we're going to throw them into this parlay and make a 10x lay. Starting it off with Karl-Anthony Towns here on the under at 8.5, 2-pointers attempted. I think this matchup schematically for Karl-Anthony Towns is just not a very good one. At 8.5, 2-point attempts, right? You look at this one and you go, well, if Cat is to hit this line, right, he's got to be getting down low in the paint a lot. He's got to be getting fed that ball a lot. And honestly, he's probably not going to be passing all that much. And if we look at how he has been doing so far, his assists have been way up. His potential assists have been way up too. He's passing the ball a ton. And honestly, he's not even taking that many twos. And why is this? Well, it's because of how the Cavs line up. The Cavs line up with what I would call a double big, lineup here. I think Mobley's basically a big. I mean, some people, there is some contention there, honestly. But Jared Allen's definitely a big. Evan Mobley is too. They are a bigger team, especially with these bottom 2, than the Knicks are. But the Knicks are a relatively small team. So I think that in this case, they're going to use Karl-Anthony Towns more of like a gadget, kind of like a, an in and out player where they just pass it to him and he finds another guy. Because his ability to take these 2-point shots is going to be hampered, especially if a guy like Jared Allen plays drop coverage more. They're just going to use Cat to shoot threes, right? There's no reason for him to take 9 or more twos if the Cavs aren't giving him that shot. And so far, the Cavs have not been giving him that shot this series, especially in the last couple of games. So I like this one first on the under for Karl-Anthony Towns at 8.5 2-pointers attempted. Now, getting into play number 2 in the NBA, play number 4 in our slip, is Donovan Mitchell on the over 26.5 points. This is more of just a game script system kind of play. I think this one's actually going to go in the favor of the Cavs. It has been super one-sided so far. I think if there is ever a moment for the Cavs to take it, they're going to have to go through Donovan Mitchell. And in this case, I think that is going to be their number one game plan straight up. Just feed Donovan Mitchell the ball and have him absolutely go to work. So I like him here on the over at 20.5 field goal attempts. I like him here on the over at 26.5 points. I think he's going to shoot the ball a lot. I think he's going to score the ball a lot. And honestly, I don't know if I like Knicks or Cavs in this game, but at the end of the day, if the Cavs win this one, they're losing the next one. So it is what it is. But the point is, we're taking Donovan Mitchell here on the over 26.5 points, and that's going to round out our 4-man for today. Please, 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 please do not take this as a flex play. Flex plays suck on PrizePicks, unless you're taking them as 5-mans and 6-mans. Do not take this as a 4-man flex play. It's one of the worst slip types on all PrizePicks. The power play is 100% the way to go. 10x if we get them all right. So we'll see how that goes. And also just peek the PrizePicks balance real quick. I don't know if you can see it up there in the corner. We're at $1,700 in our PrizePicks account and a bunch of plays live too. I think if you just check the videos from like 2 weeks ago, we might have been down at like 700. That is what happened on the VIP. This one account, not even everybody on the VIP, this one account has run up over $1,000 in the last couple weeks using these strategies. Esports strategies, 4-man strategies, PrizePick strategies, just on PrizePick. So I'm going to say this one more time before I get out of here. If you have at least $500 in your PrizePicks account and you want to learn how to make money on this stuff, DM me the word plan. We'll get to working, and it's all 100% free. Now, let's cook on the NBA on Monday. Let's make some money, guys.